Welcome everyone to today's video, where we'll be showcasing the transformation journeys of multiple patients. So, let's begin with the journeys of our first patient and see how their hair transplant surgery transformed their appearance and boosted their confidence.
This is my real hair. I'm pulling it so you can see it. And you can go back and see the video before, and now you're seeing a year later the video after. So, I'm here to vouch for this place. Look at the amazing results, right? This is all my real hair. Hey guys, I'm at QHT for the second session. Hey guys, I'm Varun here, back again for my second session at QHT. So if you haven't already watched the first part of this video, I guess you should first watch part 1 before coming here to see part 2 of my video at QHT, my video blog for my second hair transplant. Precisely almost, I think, 1 year after the first one. And I'm here to answer a lot of your questions. So a lot of you asked, when should you get the second hair transplant if you need one? So as you know, in my first, if you saw the first video, I got about 5,000 grafts, I believe, in the first hair transplant, 5 or 6,000 grafts. And now I'm here for my second session. And I think we are targeting about, depending on my donor area, we're looking at anywhere between 2,000 to 3,000 grafts for my second hair transplant to cover my crown area, which probably isn't visible when I'm talking to you straight. But if I go down, there's a slight little density in my crown area, which there's more room for growth. So we're going to work on that. But as you can see, the results of the first hair transplant are absolutely phenomenal. And that's why I'm back here for the second one. This is my real hair. I'm pulling it so you can see it. And you can go back and see the video before, and now you're seeing a year later the video after. So, I'm here to vouch for this place. Look at the amazing results, right? This is all my real hair. I had no hair on my temples, no hair here on my forehead, and this is all my real hair. So, coming to planning for the second hair transplant, a lot of you have asked, how long should we be waiting to do the second procedure? Well, to be honest, you're going to look at your hair to fully grow and densify. In approximately 5 to 6 months, you're going to start to see full density on your hair growth. So my personal recommendation would be that wait at least 8 months before you go for your second procedure, or if you're in a rush, 6 months at least, not before that, because all the hair from your first transplant is going to take at least that long to fully grow, right? But I waited a full year, so that's totally a personal choice based on your schedule, based on how busy you are. But 6 months is definitely how long you should be waiting to get your second procedure. That's in my opinion. Then a lot of you asked what were like the care instructions after transplant. So I think at least for the first 2 months after the hair transplant, you're actually going to lose the transplanted hair because your scalp goes into a shock mode. So all the hair that they transplant eventually goes off, and then over a 6-month period, it's all going to regrow. It's all going to come back. It's all going to regrow. So there's nothing to stress or worry out there. But in terms of care, I was prescribed a drug called Mortop, which is basically a minoxidil. And I had minoxidil daily. I applied it on my head, morning, evening, morning after shower, evening before going to bed. I supplemented Monotop with a multivitamin, which I had every day. Besides those two, I also started applying a herbal oil called rosemary oil, which has done phenomenal wonders for my hair. All this glossy hair, all this hair thickness that you see is courtesy of rosemary oil. So that's something I'd highly recommend. So 3 things you need to keep in mind when after the procedure, taking care of your hair. Daily routine of minoxidil, daily tab of a multivitamin, and rosemary oil. So a lot of you asked about hair care after the first transplant, right? I'd say wait for a month before you start coloring your hair, because I dye my hair. My hair is naturally mostly salt and pepper. So this is dyed hair. It's your real hair. You can dye it as many times you want to. You can massage it, you can have a haircut, you can do all of that, but I'd give it a month before I'd start doing it again. So just wait for a month after your transplant, and you know it better. Your body will tell you better. You will know when it's okay for you to start coloring or cutting your hair. So now I'm gonna do my second hair transplant here at QHT, and the team's gonna be videotaping it all throughout, so you can see it firsthand, how that process goes, and hopefully we'll be chatting again with a third video blog after that second hair transplant procedure. Guys, I'm on the second floor at QHT. That's the operation theater. I've changed into scrubs and I've shaved my head, and I'm getting ready for the process. Hey guys, as you can see, I've had my second hair transplant, which is now complete. I got roughly 3,100 grafts, which was stretched over 2 days. The first day was about 6 hours, and the second day was about 8 hours. And very painless procedure in total. The only pain you feel is when they prick to put the anesthetic fluid inside, and besides that, there you go, there I am. You can see all my grafts, you can see all the work done. So now you know you gotta come back to QHT. All right, thank you QHT. It was an amazing experience. Thank you for having me over.
Now let's move on to the next patient and take a look at their hair transplant journeys.
Can a patient's look be completely transformed in just 7 months? Watch this video to see how the right transplant and care turned an ordinary look into an extraordinary transformation. Today's case study is about a diffuse grade 3A patient who faced early adulthood baldness, which severely impacted his confidence and social life. His hairline completely receded and severely affected his frontal and mid-scalp areas. However, the remaining scalp has healthy follicles, but there is also slight thinning near the crown region that does not need any transplantation and which can be cured with PRP and medication. Thankfully, he had a thick, strong and healthy donor area which played a significant role in his hair transplant follicles, making him an ideal candidate for a hair transplant. Stay tuned for amazing results and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hairline design is the most crucial step in a hair transplant because it shapes the final look and ensures a natural appearance. A poorly designed hairline can break the patient's facial frame, providing unnatural results. This is why at QHT Clinic, our experts carefully analyze the patient's facial bone structure, as the shape of the forehead and skull plays a key role in determining the ideal hairline placement. A perfect hairline should complement the patient's natural contours, maintaining proper proportions with the forehead, temples and facial symmetry. Our experts crafted a custom-shaped hairline according to the patient's facial structure, keeping the hairline slightly lower from the middle and at the precise distance of 7 cm from the glabella point. Apart from the hairline, other affected areas were also marked to ensure that the final result looks natural and suits the patient's facial features and expectations. With over 10,000 plus customized hairline designs, our team ensures each patient gets natural results, enhancing not just the hair but also the overall facial appearance. Before the procedure starts, our experts administer local anesthesia to ensure the patient remains completely pain-free while also ensuring a comfortable position to keep the patient relaxed. Then, the extracted grafts from the donor area are placed in a proper storage solution to maintain a high survival rate. Next, our experts implanted single thin follicles in a hairline zone using a zigzag pattern to enhance the patient's facial structure. Following the marked areas, double and triple hair follicles were implanted in the frontal and mid-scalp to provide density and volume, with each graft placed at the correct angle and direction for natural-looking results. During this process, a total of 4,000 grafts were extracted from the saved donor area. At the same time, our experts also advised him to wear a surgical cap continuously for 5 to 8 days after surgery to protect the scalp from dust and sunlight. He was advised not to scratch in case of itching and to apply a saline spray twice a day regularly to keep the transplanted area moisturized and clean. After 1 month, when our patient visited the clinic for his follow-up PRP session, the primary purpose of the PRP session was to speed up scalp healing, boost blood circulation and provide essential growth factors to strengthen both the transplanted and native follicles for the best possible results. At this stage, our experts observed that the transplanted follicles were in the shedding phase, which is a normal part of the hair growth cycle. In this phase, the patient's hair roots settle down and the native hair starts growing even stronger. Many patients get anxious at this stage, but they should not worry at all, as this is a natural process that ultimately helps in achieving the best results. At the same time, the donor area had also completely healed, with no visible signs of extraction. If we compare the 4th month with the 1st month PRP session, the transplanted areas had already started showing noticeable transformation. The native hairs and transplanted hairs blended seamlessly, creating a fuller and more natural appearance. The hairline had taken a well-defined shape, giving the face a balanced and youthful look. The scalp was filling with new hair growth, and the areas that previously had visible thinning were gradually improving. We always get to hear a common question from our maximum patients that I am in my 3rd month post-transplant and another patient is also in his 3rd month, but his growth is better than mine. Every patient's hair cycle and genetic factors are different, which means the growth of hairs varies from person to person. A full hair transplant result takes 10 to 12 months, so comparing results at this stage isn't accurate. Each transformation happens at its own pace, and the most important thing is to stay patient and follow the proper post-care routine. A major factor in this transformation was the personalized care plan, which the patient followed with dedication and patience. He consistently attended his PRP sessions, took prescribed medications, and also strictly followed post-transplant precautions. Comparing the results from the initial consultation to today, the difference is truly outstanding and remarkable. When our patient first visited the clinic, his hairline had completely receded. Also, his frontal and mid-scalp areas had significant hair loss, which made his hair look uneven and thin. This not only affected his appearance but also impacted his confidence in adulthood. Now, 7 months post-transplant, the transformation is nothing short of incredible. Looking at his journey so far, we can see how his hairline has perfectly framed his face, enhancing his overall facial appearance. His frontal and mid-scalp areas are now filled with thick, strong and voluminous hair growth, which blended with his native hairs. His donor area has healed completely and the growth is consistent and dense. We often say that a hair transplant is not just about regaining hair, It's about regaining confidence. And this journey is proof of that. What was once a source of concern and self-doubt is now a symbol of confidence. Now he styles his hair the way he always wanted, without worrying. His fuller, natural-looking hair has given him a renewed sense of self-assurance. But this result didn't come overnight. It is the perfect blend of expert treatment, advanced techniques, and the patient's dedication. He followed post-transplant care time to time, attended regular PRP sessions, and took medications properly, which improved his hair growth and results even more. His patience is really worth it, which proves that the right treatment and proper aftercare together can deliver life-changing results. This is the journey of our patient, who went from diffuse grade 3A baldness in his adulthood. If you are looking to transform your look from bald to young and energetic, book an appointment with our expert team.
Now let's move on to the next patient and take a look at their hair transplant journeys.
Hello viewers, today we will share the journey of a patient who was dealing with diffuse grade 3A baldness, which caused a receded hairline along with noticeable thinning in the frontal and the mid-scalp areas, while the rest of his scalp remained healthy. Additionally, he had a dense donor area with a strong and healthy hair follicles, which played a crucial role in the transplant process. Let's take a look at how our experts helped him overcome his baldness and regain his confidence. Our experts crafted a custom-shaped hairline according to the patient's facial structure, keeping the hairline slightly lower from the middle and at the precise distance of 7 cm from the glabella point. Apart from the hairline, other affected areas were also marked. While designing, our experts consider factors like age, shape, and angle to ensure that the final result looks natural and suits the patient's facial features and expectations. During the procedure, our experts implanted single, thin hair follicles along the hairline to achieve a natural, soft look. At the same time, in the frontal and part of the mid-scalp areas, double and triple hair follicles were used to add fullness. Each follicle was carefully implanted to blend seamlessly with the patient's existing hair. This approach ensured a natural growth pattern with a smooth transition, complementing the patient's facial features. In total, 2,800 grafts were implanted, all extracted from the patient's safe donor area. 1 month after the hair transplant, the patient visited the clinic for his first follow-up PRP session, an essential part of post-transplant care designed to stimulate hair growth. At this stage, our experts observed approximately 70% shedding in the transplanted areas, which is a normal part of the hair growth cycle. At the same time, the donor area had healed completely. Four months after the transplant, early growth was visible on the scalp and his scalp appeared voluminous with the transplanted and native hairs merging seamlessly. We would see excellent results in the upcoming months. Six months post-transplant, the progress was noteworthy, and the patient's hairline had become well-defined, significantly enhancing his appearance. The frontal and mid-scalp areas had also gained beautiful density. However, this was not the final result. The best results were still to come. Seven months post-transplant, the first glimpse of the final result unfolds. His hairline was perfectly framing his facial features. Both frontal and mid-scalp areas were full of matured hair growth and no one could distinguish between transplanted and existing follicles. The patient is now styling his hair as he wants. These results enhanced his overall look as compared to his initial condition. With the lost hairline, his lost confidence was also regained. If you also want your youthful appearance back, then book a consultation with our experts and we will continue to share the patient's upcoming month's results.
Hello friends, if you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please like this video, share and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get update on every video.